Another day, another wave of flight delays and cancellations. From coast to coast, frustrated travelers scrambling to make new arrangements. Their plans for a smooth trip grounded. This month got off to a particularly turbulent takeoff as a series of storms snarled air travel across the country. More than 15,000 flights were delayed the first weekend of the month alone. Another 1,000 canceled altogether. A nightmare, but unfortunately not uncommon these days.
There was a lot of severe weather, and that can happen, but it shouldn't have created the kind of ripple effects through the system that it did. That is something that, to me, is an indication that we still have not seen the improvements that we need, that the system is very brittle.
This year has seen more flight cancellations and delays than in all of 2021. Check out these numbers from FlightAware. U.S. airlines canceled 2.7% of flights between January 1st and August 7th this year. The number of delayed arrivals shot up to 20%, up from 15% last year. Weather is the leading factor.
As we increasingly have to deal with severe weather events, airlines' top concern remains consumer safety. If it is not safe to fly because of a storm or because a runway is too hot or because of other ongoing and new climate concerns, that leads to delays and cancellations.
And those staffing shortages we've been hearing about for months are still going strong. Airlines lost thousands of employees during the pandemic. Pilots, air traffic controllers, flight attendants, and many are struggling to fill those positions. As a result, carriers have slimmed down the number of flights they offer, leaving fewer options for passengers when inevitable travel disruptions arise.
We've had to recover a lot of the people that we had placed on the sidelines, and in some cases, some carriers had furloughed, to get airline operations back up to the place that they were pre-pandemic.
These issues have prompted lawmakers and consumer advocates to push for more protections for travelers. Last week, the Transportation Department proposed a new rule that would standardize the meaning of a, quote, significant delay and make it easier for passengers to get a refund on those pricey plane tickets. But in the meantime, airline employees are asking passengers for patience and to plan for the worst. Give yourself a travel cushion if you can, a day or so on each end of your trip, just in case. And experts say book that flight early. The odds of getting delayed are lower, and if you do need to be rebooked, the airline will have more options. Of course, weather is a big factor, but it's not just storms and snow. Climate change is wreaking havoc on the travel industry, causing issues like hot asphalt on the runway. Experts say airlines are doing their best to adapt while keeping travelers safe.